For the second set review of EX5, it's time to feature the archetype from Dawn and Dusk, Gracenovamon. This Digimon, along with apollomon and dianamon, have long been hyped for in the Digimon trading card game. But with previous sets offering gimmicky decks like Dragon Links, 4 Great Dragons, and Omnimon Alter S, is it possible to deliver a home run by bringing in the most popular Olympus 12 Digimon? Let's begin the review. EX5 offers 2 complete Digivolution lines that make up Gracenovamon. With Sunmon, this red level 2 has a your turn once per turn effect, that when an effect places the top card of this Digimon into the Digivolution cards, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand with a Digivolution cost reduced by 1. Effectively, whenever your Digimon regresses in this lineup and goes to the Digivolution sources, then your next Digivolution is going to be reduced by 1. With Sunmon, there is also the Moon. Moonmon is the level 2 for dianamon, and has a your turn once per turn effect that when you play a team with Nightclaw or Lightfang in its traits, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. Yes, you must meet the requirement, and yes, you must pay the Digivolution cost. Strictly moving forward, I'll be going with the Sunmon line first, then the Moonmon line. Starting with Coronamon. This Digimon is a level 3 Digimon with 1000 DP that digivolves from a red or blue level 2 for 0. It can also digivolve from a level 2 with Lightfang or Nightclaw in its traits for 0. Choose your poison when it comes to what egg you want to use. Start of your main phase, if you have a Tamer with Lightfang or Nightclaw in its traits, gain 1 memory. Its inheritable is Main, once per turn by placing the top card of this Digimon with the Lightfang or Nightclaw trait as the bottom Digivolution card, gain 2 memory. In essence, you can place the level 4 or whatever level Digimon it is to the bottom and regress it in order to gain 2 memory. Coronamon digivolves into Firamon, a level 4 that costs 4 and has 4000 DP. Again, a Digivolve for 2 from a red or blue Digimon, or a special Digivolution condition of a level 3, with Lightfang or Nightclaw in its traits for 2. On play and when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. Then add 1 card with Lightfang in its traits, and 1 card with Nightclaw or Galaxy in its traits among them. Bottom deck the rest. This in essence lets you add 1 piece of the apollomon line, while also adding 1 piece from the dianamon line, or even the Gracenovamon. Its inheritable simply gives your Digimon plus 2000 DP on your turn. Flaremon has the same inheritable, but a vastly different digivolving effect. Again, still normal 3 costs from a generic red or blue level 4, or 3 from a Digimon with Lightfang or Nightclaw in its traits. This Digimon has an on-play when digivolving effect that deletes one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. However, when you would play or digivolve into this Digimon, if you have a Digimon with Lightfang, Nightclaw, or Galaxy in its traits with 3 or more Digivolution cards, reduce the cost by 2. Again, this deck is not like your typical deck, and in a way, you're constantly digivolving, regressing, digivolving again to gain memory, and then plopping out Gracenovamon. Apollomon makes his grand appearance with again an overall 4-cost Digivolution. When digivolving, Blitz. Your turn for every 3 Digivolution sources under this Digimon, it gets security attack plus 1. Also your turn, once per turn when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon. Because of effects like firamon and flaremon, you can DP buff enough to potentially attack into security, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 16,000 DP or less. But now on the flip side, there's Lunamon, a blue Digimon that digivolves for 0 from a red or blue Digimon, or a level 2 with Nightclaw or Lightfang in its traits. Start of main, by returning one of your Digimon to their owner's hand, gain 2 memory. But the inheritable is main once per turn by placing the top card of this Digimon with Nightclaw or Lightfang in its traits as its bottom Digivolution card, gain 2 memory. Identical to that of Coronamon. Lekismon is in some ways the opposite of Firamon, though similar in overall stats. On play and when Digivolving, the same searches, but the positioning of Nightclaw and Lightbang trait have been switched. On top of that, the inheritable is now opponent's turn instead of your turn. Like Lekismon, Crescemon has the same effects to Flaremon and almost identical stat lines. However, this on play and when Digivolving effect makes it so that one of your opponent's Digimon can't suspend until the end of your opponent's next turn. Likewise, again the inheritable is the opponent's turn only for plus 2000 DP. Which jumps to the moon goddess herself, Dianamon. While Apollomon is the aggressor, Dianamon is a much more defensive option. Again, identical stat lines to Apollomon and Digivolution costs. However, Dianamon has blocker. When Digivolving and when attacking once per turn, for each of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, trash any one Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution sources can suspend until the end of your opponent's turn. The beautiful thing about this card is that you can selectively target important inheritable effects, and with this deck style to regress and evo up again on the same stack, it makes it possible to hit multiple sources at the same time. But the icing on the cake though is definitely stunning those Digimon regardless if they evo or not next turn. And finally, all turns when a source is removed, unsuspend this Digimon. While you might be doing the trashing of sources, also consider that some Digimon may trash for battle protection, or protection from deletion bounce based effects. Meaning if they trash, you also get a free unsuspend. Jumping to the tamers, it's Ko and Sayo. This is the memory fixer for the deck. However, not only is the effect main, but on play as well. Meaning if you play this card to pass back the turn, the on play effect will trigger. By suspending this tamer and placing the top card of your Digimon with Lightbang or Nightclaw in its traits as the bottom Digivolution card, you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. So maybe you attacked with Apollomon and you fear your opponent's going to attack over it. Have no fear. Play this card to pass the turn and trade out Apollomon for the source strip and unsuspend with Dianamon if you have it in hand. Sayo and Ko on the other hand is the Nightclaw Tamer. For 3 memory on your turn when an effect places the top card of your Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. So remember that earlier example that I had of Apollomon trading out? Although you would have played Ko and Sayo for 4, you can utilize the blue Tamer to refund some memory back. Start off your opponent's turn by playing a same level Digimon from the Digivolution cards of one of your Digimon with Nightclaw or Lightbang in its traits without paying cost. One of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA cost. Digimon played by this effect are returned to the hand at the end of the turn. But why does it matter when you DNA it into Gracenovamon? This card is what enables you to potentially DNA into Gracenovamon at the beginning of your opponent's turn, assuming you have a level 6 stack with the other level 6 already built into it. Phoebus Blow is the Apollomon option card and does require you to have a red source out to use it. For 6 memory, you are able to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Then, if you have a Tamer, return 1 card with Lightbang, Nightclaw, or Galaxy in its traits from your trash to your hand. Honestly, it is not bad removal. On the flip side, there's Goodnight Moon, a 5-cost blue option that has a main effect that one of your opponent's Digimon and one of their Tamers can't suspend until the end of your opponent's next turn. And then you may play 1 Tamer card with Nightclaw or Lightbang in its traits from your hand without paying the cost. All around, both of these option cards have some value in an Apollomon and Dianamon Gracenovamon deck. But the final card for this set review, and second secret rare of this set, debuts Gracenovamon. Gracenovamon is a 15 play cost Digimon with a stat line of 15,000 DP. The DNA conditions for this Digimon are explicitly Apollomon and Dianamon for a cost of 0. This Digimon has Security Attack +1 and Blocker, and has a when Digivolving and when attacking effect that if DNA Digivolved, trash any 8 Digivolution cards from your opponent's Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Now while this can affect Digimon in the battle area, those linear stack decks in the Rays are looking better and better. The best part about this is you can mass strip all protection sources before you delete, so decks like Greymon and Garurumon aren't able to protect as easily. Its last effect grants it protection by leaving the battle area by your opponent's card effect, by trashing 2 cards of the same level in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to prevent it from leaving play. But while this effect is powerful, do note that if this is the only Digimon out in play, and your opponent digivolves into Leviamon has a when digivolving effect that if your opponent has equal or more Digimon and Tamers than you have, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. But because this is all one effect happening, if Gracenovamon is the only Digimon in play, it can only protect from the first deletion as you can't interrupt in the middle of an effect from fully resolving. As a result, the deletion of the lowest level Digimon would delete Gracenovamon without being able to apply a protection again. Niche effects aside, I've seen the deck played on channels like Rust Marrow and Card Protagonist, and the deck's execution and strategy is very interesting. Constantly regressing and digivolving back up again can be a dangerous strategy in that you're drawing a lot of cards. But while you are quickly depleting your deck, you're also adding more sources for more potential checks with apollomon and tagging back in with dianamon. What are your thoughts on Gracenovamon overall as a deck? And do you see yourself maybe trying it for Nationals? While no records on Digimon meta showed that the deck topped in any events, with a best of 3 format, maybe it has a better chance over here for Western releases. But next time, the birds and the beasts. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.